Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to our page, and thank you so much. I call it page because the channel is more or less like a page, but anyways, welcome back to the platform. Thank you so much. So today's video, I want to talk about how you can study in Ireland, the process from admissions, and equally I will be talking about the visa process and some of the documents that you need for both processes. So if this is something you need, then you have to stay tuned here and keep watching. If you are new to the channel, my name is Milton, and if you are just joining, please like the video for us, and when you subscribe, make sure you turn on the notification bell so that when I post the next video, you would be the first to watch. Thank you so much. Now let's start with Ireland. First of all, I want to tell you that the visa process to Ireland takes about 5 weeks. That is approximately 1 month, 1 week. But most of the times you may get your visa early, maybe 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, it depends. But that is not our focus here. I will equally touch some things about the proof of funds. So if you want to migrate to Ireland as an international student, you should know the process you want to use. Now, let's assume that you want to go as a student, okay? You need to first of all apply to a university, because I get a lot of students. They are like, Milton, I want to migrate, but I don't know the process. First, you need a reason to migrate to any country abroad. What is your reason? Your reason is you want to go for studies. Therefore, you need an offer letter from a university in Ireland. When you get this offer letter, the next thing you need to do, first, you cannot even apply for the offer letter without knowing the requirements that you need. You need documents, and the documents you need, example, are your educational credentials. If you are going for masters, you need a bachelor's degree and of course your other certificates from high school. If you are going for bachelor's, you need your high school certificates. Then I will be talking based on master's degree, and if you are going for masters, know that you need what is called a personal statement. You need to write a personal statement to tell them why you are applying to Ireland and why you are choosing a particular program. It is very, very important. You need a personal statement or a motivation letter. Then you need your IELTS score. Some people use Duolingo, but it will be advisable for you to need to get your IELTS. Please remember the IELTS you are getting is IELTS academic, not general. General is used for immigration. Academics is used for studies. Then your transcripts as well. If you are applying for a master's degree, your transcripts is very important. A CV, very important. Then your certificates, very, very important, because a lot of people, they don't know these things. When you tell somebody that these are the requirements that you need, the person may be like, no, this is, why don't I use this? Guys, there are requirements. So for you to apply for a particular program, you need to go to the program website and verify the requirements they are asking you to submit. It's very important. So after submitting all these requirements, it's going to take the university some time, maybe a month or less, to get the offer letter. After the offer letter, you now need to prepare yourself and apply for visa. Remember, I said at the beginning of this video that visa takes at least 5 to 6 weeks if you must migrate to Ireland, or if you must move to EU or the European Union. Of course, Ireland, is it a member of the European Union? Well, I don't know. You make a decision from there. Thank you. But first, you need to apply for a visa. Sometimes you may go there and they may not be asking you for any interview, but again, you understand that there are documents you need to submit. If you don't add those documents, they might ask you a couple of questions which may not sit well with you. So the first document I want to talk about is your pay slips for the last 6 months. Yes, we all know, if you didn't know, pay slips are documents that show how a company or the company you work with pays you. This is the use of a pay slip, and of course the pay slips has to be given by the company, right? Yes, you also need your sponsor's bank statement or your bank statement. Now, I would like to clarify this, and please, even if you are the one sponsoring yourself and you have a sponsor or you have a parent, let your father or mother give you a bank statement to prove that they are sponsoring you. Sometimes it's not always good to say you are the one sponsoring yourself for Ireland. I said this in one of my videos about Poland, and I will keep saying it again, please try to provide a sponsorship letter from your sponsor. First, about your sponsor's bank statement. I'm still coming to the figures. Then secondly, if you are also sponsoring yourself, then you have to indicate, okay, you have to add your own there, but your sponsor's bank statement must be there. Then after that, you need to show 6 months of your pay slips. If it's that of the sponsor, if it's your sponsor sponsoring you, then let your sponsor show details, okay, that he is earning money. That's pay slips plus proof of employment, and of course, affidavit of support needs to come from your sponsor to show that they need to write that they are the one taking care of you. And of course, when you immigrate to Ireland, or if you move to Ireland to study, they would be the one to be taking care of you. I hope you understand. So this is the difference you need to know. Affidavit, very important. Then remember, in this case, you are still going to submit a personal statement. A personal statement now is for your visa. You need to explain why you want to move to Ireland, why, what the knowledge is going to instinct in you, and the duration of the program, and why you actually choose that particular program, and what is the use of that program in your home country. Same thing, if you have been watching me, it is almost the same thing as that of Canada. I hope you understand. Then a part of these documents, we also have what we call letter from the employer. This letter now is stating to the employer that in case you are working and you are going for studies, let your employer write that you want to go for studies, but you may come back to the company, or it's better to say you would come back to the company, not me. But if you are your sponsor, let's assume that your sponsor is the one sponsoring you, let your sponsor show a letter from employer to show that he is actually working with that particular company. It's very, very important. Now, you also need a passport data page of your international passport. Look, your passport data page is like a document that will guide you or explain to the visa officers or the embassy or consulars or whosoever that this is actually the person who wants to travel, and these are these details. That is the use they always get the passport data page. That is the reason why I always insist that international students should try to get international passports first, because these are their travel documents. This is the travel document you need as an international. You are not from EU, so you cannot use a national identity card, no way. Then you equally need a medical insurance. Medical insurance, it depends on where you are buying. I think it may cost you like around maybe 75,000, I don't know, it depends, so please verify very well. And I think that should be 150 euros or something. Then remember that you need to have an appointment, and there is an appointment fee as well. They call it appointment fee, some people call it embassy fee, and all the rest. It differs from country to country. I think with Ireland is close to like 30 or 35,000 CFA francs. You have to check, guys, it is very important. Then for Nigerians it's like 21,000 naira. But there are other petty fees that you need to add to this money. I do not know how much it's going to sum up to, but if it's in terms of naira, it's not going to be more than 39,000 naira. But there are some petty fees you need to add to this figure, okay? Then now you need to get a document from your bank. It is called the bank attestation or the bank reference number letter. Now this letter is going to explain to the visa officer that you actually have an account with that bank, because bank reference letter is given by the bank to explain to whosoever is looking at your documents that you have an account with that bank. If it's that of your sponsor, let their sponsors collect and give you. Every bank has it. UBA, they have it. So please, you have to put this into consideration. They call it bank reference letter. And of course, appointment, I talked about it already, and your passport, very important. Now there is something I want to tell you. If you move to Ireland, know that Ireland is a good country, and of course you can work part-time and you take care of your tuition fee. It's not a very big problem. There are always jobs there, but remember, one of the problems you may face as a newcomer to Ireland is accommodation. Accommodation seems to be somehow very difficult. I do not know why, but again, we are going to face a problem of accommodation. Now let's talk about the fees you need to have and all the rest. Remember, for you to apply for a visa or a study permit or Ireland, you need to have money. And first, before you even start the application, you have to pay a tuition deposit to your school. Some schools will ask for all the tuition. Some schools will charge you 10,000 euros and ask for all the tuition to be paid before you can apply for visa. Some will say pay 6,000 euros. Some will say 7,000 euros. But please make sure you always ask them this question. If you pay that deposit, some will ask you to pay just a deposit of maybe 6,700, 5,000. Now ask them, if you pay that deposit, will you be able to apply for the visa, you have to ask but the school, not to individuals like us. Ask the school, so they give you genuine answer. If they want to say you can pay and apply for visa, then you complete the balance in Ireland, then why not? You can ask them when you land in Dublin, then you locate the place you are going, and of course register in school and start the program. This is something you need to put into consideration. It is very, very important. Now, I talked about this. I'm equally going to talk about feeding. When it comes to the bank statement, how much needs to be in the bank account? Of course, you don't just carry lump sums amount and dropped into the account. No, you have to put the money slowly, and you prove with pay slips that you are actually receiving a salary. Now, the fees must not be paid completely. Like I said, ask the university if they can take part, and you just need to show that you have money for 1 year of your feeding, money for 1 year of your tuition, and some miscellaneous. So in essence, having, if your tuition fee is $10,000 a year and your program is 2 or 3 years, you need to be showing the embassy around maybe 30, 35, 40,000 euros for the duration. So you need to calculate all of this, calculate feeding money, of course calculate your tuition fee for 1 year, then you add it to the money. This is basically how Ireland works. I'm still going to talk about some important updates that you need to know so far as Ireland is concerned. If I find any information which is very important, I'm going to bring it. For those who ask for videos about Iceland, the video, the land of volcanoes, I beg your pardon, I'm going to bring the video very soon, so please stay tuned and keep watching till we meet again in another one.